not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be militant.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, mouth of pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's
Dallas Multipass.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we the settler. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberland.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
I just missed the flight up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know my range. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk our range. Don't cut and mention. Let that touch my savior. Keep it up, touch my head.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Down the sideline he goes. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards on the ground.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Saints nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. across the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Shuck. That's again complete to Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's run relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Shuck. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Shuck will throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer with an amazing diving catch. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards.
It's just called, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Throwing, Shuck. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. In motion left goes Jennings. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chase Young able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. He lets it go deep for Olave. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They're going forward with an option right. And he will have 1st down yardage as it's brought down at the 41.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the foot. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words.
Get set. Get set. Up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
18. Watch out.
Here's Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18. Watch out.
Now Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown! Jerome Jennings as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Saints 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He lets it go deep for Olave. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Room here to run. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a... He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Saints 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. He may go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Saints 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Play action. Shuck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Open man is tipped him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
17-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Going after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Purdy on the sneak. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
49ers, 1st down.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown,
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. Partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw now, Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a 2nd and 10.
19 type. 19. Cowboy 80. 18. Run.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
18. What's up?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Little short pass here to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Shuck. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. Here's second and 10.
Marquis Siegel on the coverage.
Liking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Take over.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They will throw again, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Second and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean,